Hey, honey, take a look over there. Is that? No, it couldn't be.
I don't know. Let's ask. Excuse me, are you Adam Graham?
The very same. And this is my old-time radio snack wagon.
Welcome to the Old Time Radio Snack Wagon, where we serve up a bite-sized portion of old-time radio. And now, here's your Snack Wagon host, Adam Graham.
Earlier this season, we presented a bit of Popeye. Today, we are visiting with yet another long-standing comic series. Archie Andrews is one of the longest-enduring franchises that has been around in one form or another, and nearly every generation has met a version of this franchise. I remember the new Archie's cartoon from the 1980s. Older listeners might remember the Filmation series from the 60s, and the younger generation had a dark and gritty reboot called Riverdale because, of course. But it all started with the comics, and boy, did those leave an impression. Long after other comic magazines were relegated to specialty stores, Archie's 100-page digests were available to anyone at a checkout stand, although I think it's been many a year since I've seen one. Of course, Archie comics date back to 1941, just 3 years after Superman premiered. And the comics publishers have rarely met a crossover that they wouldn't do. Archie has made family-friendly appearances with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 1960s Batman, and even the Punisher. Yes, the Punisher in a family-friendly story, as well as a series of Christian-themed Archie comics in the 1970s and 80s, which were published through Spire Comics. And of course, more recently, they had a bit of a darker crossover with the Predator franchise. Archie Andrews hit radio not too long after it hit newsstands, and unlike some other comic strip adaptations which were quickly banished back to newsprint only, like Blondie, Archie had a long-term run over radio, lasting from 1943 to 53. The series became a Saturday morning mainstay. It was also half an hour in length, so it would not generally be a good candidate for a podcast. However, they did do a crossover with the YMCA, who released this special 15-minute program to promote its camp program. So here from May 7th, 1946 is A Day at Camp.
Hello?
Hello, Jughead. This is Archie. Come over right away. It's a matter of life or death.
Oh, relax, Archie. Relax.
Yes, indeed, and you relax too, folks, while you visit Archie Andrews of comic strip fame, his family, and his friends. You know Archie, and now he comes to you with all his gang in a YMCA presentation, A Day at Camp. Well, as we look in on the friendly little city of Riverdale, we find Archie engaged in the great American pastime, sitting on the porch of the girl next door, whiling away a sunny afternoon.
Well, Betty, school's almost out.
Yes. How many more days?
Well, I haven't figured it out exactly, Betty, but roughly speaking, there's about 41 hours, 15 minutes, and 30 seconds of school time left this term.
Archie.
Hmm?
Have you made any plans for the summer?
Oh, sure. I'm going to Stevens Lake with the folks this year.
Are you, Archie, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's wonderful. But aren't you going back to the YMCA camp at Whitmore Lake?
Nope, I'd rather be at Stevens Lake this summer.
Why, Archie?
Well, Stevens Lake is a beautiful lake.
What else?
Well, the scenery's swell.
What else?
And it's always cool there.
What else?
And a lot of people I like will be there.
Who, Archie?
Oh, lots of people. In fact, I hear Veronica's family's taking the cottage right next door to ours.
Oh, I see.
But did I say something?
Oh, no, Archie. Not a thing. Well, I'd better go see if I can help Mother. See you later, Archie.
Oh, gee whiz. A girl is one thing a fellow like me will never understand.
Yes, dear?
Mary, I've been thinking. Perhaps we ought to have Archie go to the YMCA camp at Whitmore Lake this summer.
Well, now, what made you decide that, dear?
Well, I don't know. Tom Jones is telling me he's sending Jughead to camp again, and I think it's a good idea. They teach the kids how to get along with each other, how to keep out of mischief, and if there's one lesson Archie needs, that's it.
Well, perhaps you're right, dear.
Well, of course I'm right.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom.
Hello, son.
Archie.
Say, Dad, don't you think we ought to run out to the lake tomorrow and get the cottage ready for the summer?
Oh, your mother and I were just talking about that, Archie.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. We're thinking you might like to go to camp again this year.
What?
Mm-hmm. I had a talk with Sam Blake at the Y. They still have room at Whitmore Lake for a few more campers.
Oh, no, Dad. I'm not interested in camp this year.
Well, why not, son? Didn't you have fun at camp?
Oh, yeah, Dad, sure. It's a swell camp, but, well, I'd rather sooner go to Stevens camp this summer.
Well, Jughead is going to camp, Archie.
Yeah, I know, Dad, but I'd still rather go to Stevens Lake.
Well, Fred, if the boy doesn't want to go to camp...
All right, son. I won't press the point. You may go to Stevens Lake.
Gee, thanks, Dad.
After all, it's your decision.
Archie!
Veronica. Hello, Veronica.
Hello, Archie. Where you going?
I was on my way over to see Jug, Veronica.
That anything special?
Well, yeah, sort of. Wanted to talk to him about this summer.
Oh?
Yeah, you know what almost just happened?
What?
My dad almost wanted me to go to camp at Whitmore Lake.
Really? Well, that's quite a coincidence.
Coincidence?
Yes, I'm going to camp at Whitmore Lake.
You are?
Uh-huh. I'm going to Camp Minnetonka.
Camp Minnetonka? You mean right next door to the Y camp?
Uh-huh.
But, gee, well, I thought your folks took a cottage at Stevens Lake.
Well, they did, but I'm not going. It's too dull at Stevens Lake. Why, Archie, where are you rushing off to?
Home, Veronica. Home to reverse a decision.
And so, when Archie was 42 classroom hours older, Archie arrived at camp.
Come on, Jack.
Where are we going?
To the recreation hall. Uncle Bill's going to make a speech.
Okay, fellas. Let's have some quiet. I don't want to make any speeches. I just want to welcome you back to Camp Greylock and say we're going to have a lot of fun together. Now, I know our new campers have heard of our program of character building and racial understanding. Well, don't let those big words frighten you. It means only hours of good sportsmanship, teamwork, and fun. Baseball, swimming, arts and crafts, canoeing, and all the other camp activities. It means that there are boys here of many different racial backgrounds, but we're all Americans. Now remember, all together. These are the things the Y stands for. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, about rules. Just one rule I want to mention now. No one is to take out a canoe at any time, unless he is qualified, and unless there's another canoe in the vicinity with a counselor in it. Got that?
Yes, sir, we have.
It's just plain safety. I'll have to punish anyone who violates that rule. Okay. Now, schedule for this afternoon, boys. Baseball on the main athletic field. Following that, a free period.
Gee, Jug, maybe I can get permission to visit Veronica.
Yeah.
Okay, fellas. Now let's go out and play ball. All of us.
Attaboy, Tommy! Attaboy, Tommy! Attaboy, Jimmy! Attaboy, Jimmy! Attaboy, Harry! Attaboy, Harry! Gee, bases loaded.
Yeah, and you're up at bat, Archie.
Me? Oh, gee, that's right. Oh, boy, hand me a bat. Here's where I smack a home run right into the lake. Here's where
Attention, athletic field. Attention, athletic field. Archie Andrews, report to the front office. Archie Andrews, report to front office.
Oh, me?
Archie Andrews, report to front office. That is all.
Oh, well, I'd probably have struck out anyway. Did you send for me, Uncle Bill?
Archie, I got a visitor who'd like to see the camp. Thought you wouldn't mind escorting her around.
Her?
Yes, Miss Agatha Gush. The sister of one of our new campers. She's just visiting for the day.
Agatha Gush.
That's right. You find her waiting on the front lawn.
Yes, Uncle Bill. Oh, could I ask you something?
Yes?
Could I have permission to leave campgrounds during the free period tonight?
Leave camp?
Yeah, I'd like to visit a friend at Camp Minnetonka.
I see. Well, Andrews, maybe. Check with me when you come back from guiding Miss Gush. I'll let you know then.
Yes, Uncle Bill. I'll guide Miss Gush like she's never been guided before.
Oh, are you going to guide me around camp?
Yes, Miss Gush.
Oh, you may call me Agatha.
All right, Agatha.
You're sweet.
Beg pardon?
You're sweet.
Agatha, I don't know what, but something you got needs oiling. Well, shall we look at the camp?
Oh, I'd love to. What do we see first?
Well, how'd you like to see a real swell baseball game?
Baseball?
Yeah. We'll go down to the athletic field. You can sit on a nice, comfortable bench and watch me hit a ball all over the field.
All right. Will it take long?
Oh, no, only 2 hours or so.
Oh, but then it would be time for me to go home.
That's what I mean.
Oh, but I'd rather just take a nice walk around camp. A nice, long, long walk.
Yeah, somehow I knew you would.
Just look at the gorgeous daisies. Aren't they divine?
Yeah, simply divine.
My, just look at the hills. Everything looks so gigantic way up there.
Yeah, gigantic.
My, just look at the valley. Everything looks so infinitesimal down there.
Yeah, yeah, what you said.
Oh, look, a squirrel. Isn't he sweet?
Agatha, you're squeaking again.
So this is the lake.
Yes, Agatha, this is the lake. Well, now you've seen it all.
Oh, look, canoes.
Yeah, we got a dozen of them.
Oh, I'd love to go canoeing.
Can't.
But why not?
It's against the rules to go out in a canoe alone.
Oh, but I've never been in a canoe.
Then I'm certainly not taking you out in one.
I think you're afraid to go out in an old canoe.
Listen, Agatha, I am not afraid.
Then let me see you take the canoe.
All right, I will. But just a few feet from the dock.
All right, just a few feet.
And then right back in again.
All right.
Okay, hop in. Now sit back there. Oh, hand me that paddle.
Here.
Now untie that rope.
All right.
Hey, don't push off that way.
Why not?
I told you we can't go out very far. Well, do you like canoeing?
Yeah, I guess so. But it's very dull.
Well, you've had enough now. I'm going to take it back in.
Oh, but I haven't paddled yet.
And you're not going to.
Oh, but I want to paddle just a little. Please.
Agatha, cut it out. Agatha, sit down. Agatha. Oh, how do I get into these things?
Help! Help me. I'm drowning. Help.
Gee whiz, I'm coming, Agatha.
Help! Help!
Here I am. Hold on to my shoulders. Agatha.
Help!
Agatha.
Help!
You'll be all right.
Oh.
That's all right. No, not around my neck, Agatha. Agatha, let go. Agatha. Help! Help!
Archie Andrews! What's going on there?
I'm just drowning a little.
Andrews, listen to me. Andrews!
Is this any time for lectures? Help!
Andrews! Stand up!
What?
I said stand up. The water's only 3 feet deep.
Oh, gee whiz.
Oh, it is only 3 feet.
Yes, Agatha. This is where you get off.
Well, Andrews, any explanation for this?
No, sir.
All right, Andrews. No canoeing for you for 2 weeks. And you'll spend the free period tonight in your bunk.
Yes, Uncle Bill.
Oh, my hero, my hero.
Well, now.
But you're my hero. You saved my life.
Agatha, the water was only 3 feet deep.
Yes, but it might have been deeper.
But it wasn't. Now I gotta go to my bunk.
Then this is goodbye?
Uh-huh.
But I don't even know your name.
Why do you want to know my name?
Because I'd like to call you sometime in the city.
What? My name, Agatha, is Jughead. Jughead Jones.
Hi, Archie. Gee whiz, what happened to you?
I fell in the lake.
In the lake? How?
Never mind the gruesome details, Jug. But I can't use a canoe for 2 weeks, and I can't visit Veronica tonight. And Uncle Bill lectured me about that character building again.
Gee, that's tough.
It sure is. Well, say, what's all that stuff?
This? Oh, some new baseball things. See, new glove.
Gee, that's a beauty.
And spiked shoes, and a new bat and a ball, and the whole uniform.
Gee whiz, Jug. Well, where'd you get all that?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Oh, no fooling, Archie. As I was walking down to the bunk, some guy came rushing up to me and gave me this stuff. Kept shouting how I saved his daughter's life.
Saved his daughter's life?
Yeah. Some man by the name of Gush. Joseph P. Gush.
Jughead, the next time Uncle Bill spouts off about character building and I don't pay attention, will you kick me?
Kick you, Archie?
Yes, Jug, and you can start right now.
Archie Andrews' Day at Camp has been a YMCA presentation. The script was written by Carl Jampel and is based on the copyrighted feature appearing in Archie Comics magazine. Archie was played by James Dobson. Charles Urquhart directed with Henry Silverne at the organ. And this is Bob Sherry saying, so long.
Welcome back. An amusing story that shared the values the YMCA promoted at its camps in the post-war era. I'm not certain how well it promoted the YMCA or its camps to teens looking for a good time, with Archie getting a lecture and in trouble, but for the radio version of Archie, getting in trouble is practically his brand, so it can't be helped. It should be noted that Archie is a somewhat forgotten figure as far as many chroniclers of the Archie Andrews series go. On many websites, he isn't even listed among the actors who played Archie over radio, with most online resources listing Bob Hastings in the role all the way from 1945 to 1953. It should be said that most circulating half-hour episodes do feature Hastings, who is better known to younger generations as Commissioner Gordon in the DC Comics animated universe in the 1990s. Dobson was a native of Greenville, South Carolina, and became a New York radio acting mainstay. When I was doing research for this episode, I found an article in the local paper in South Carolina expressing pride in Dobson's success and urging people to tune in to Archie Andrews to hear him. Dobson would leave New York for Hollywood, and he would become one of those character actors who kicked around film and TV for nearly 4 decades, although he also did a little bit of writing. This episode concludes our current season. After our first 3 seasons, we stopped releasing episodes until the start of the next season. However, as we now have 91 episodes in our archives, I think it's a good idea to share some of our earlier episodes for newer listeners, as well as satisfying those of you who are used to getting our old-time radio snacks. So for the next few weeks, we will be offering a second helping of some of our earliest episodes. But don't worry, we'll be back on September 8th to start our 5th season on the old-time radio snack wagon. It's time for me to close up the old snack wagon. But don't worry, we'll be back with another serving of old-time radio goodness before you know it. If you want to enjoy some of our longer form podcasts, you can feast away at my website at greatdetectives.net. Your emails are also welcome at adam@snackwagon.net.
The Old Time Radio Snack Wagon comes to you from Boise, Idaho. Your host is Adam Graham. Sound production is by Rhines Media, LLC. You can listen to past episodes of the Old Time Radio Snack Wagon as well as connect on social media at our website at snackwagon.net. Email suggestions for episodes to adam@snackwagon.net. This has been the Old Time Radio Snack Wagon.
Until next time, goodbye.